Hey there, it's Amanda, and I am here with John Walker, who is a co-founder and the chief brewer at Athletic Brewing. First, we visited the brewery in Connecticut, and then you started developing a brew based on like our chit chat about what we were looking for.
Yeah. So took your feedback, went to the brewing team out in California, actually.
Oh, okay.
So we did the pilot brews out in California. Then we just kind of sent samples back and forth, got some feedback in between, and wound up on what we have now.
Yeah. And now it's final version of the brew, and we have the label, and it is looking super snazzy.
It's a wit style brew, so it's got some wheat in it. It's a little bit hazy. It's really zesty. What we were going for was zesty, effervescent, refreshing, a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
So we've got grains of paradise. We have lemon peel and orange peel, which add a little kind of pithy bitterness. And then we've also got the Meyer lemon juice, which adds some acidity and brightness.
And that's exactly what we were looking for, because we wanted something that we felt like would have its own kind of robust character, but also really go well with and have enough kind of acidity and body to go well with holiday foods, which tend to be kind of richer, more fully flavored, more fully spiced. And so today we're gonna make a roasted ham, glazed ham that's glazed with a glaze that has some of the brew in it, and then is served with biscuits. So, okay, I guess we have to get going and get this in the oven.
Yeah.
So it's just a ham, so it's actually cooked through, and you're mostly like heating it and glazing it. So the first thing is to just pour over half a can of the Host and Toast.
All right.
Now we're gonna put it into an oven at 325.
All right.
And so now we have to make our glaze.
Awesome.
And glaze is essentially a base of Host and Toast, so you can pour that in there. A bunch of orange peel from one orange. I'm gonna toss those in.
All right.
Okay. And then rosemary, and then crush some garlic.
Oh yeah.
Whoop, there we go. All right, and then some maple syrup. And then the juice of one orange. And so I'm going to give you the honors of using the Flucer.
I've been looking forward to this.
Which is one of our best sellers.
I've never flused before.
You've never? First time Flucer.
Yes.
There you go.
All right. Just down like this?
Yeah. Okay, so the glaze is cooked down, and we've let it cool a little bit, and it's got a nice, it's just thick enough to like hold on to the bristles of the brush, so we can glaze the ham now.
Smells great.
All right, let's go.
Should we take our ham out?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Get to wear this.
Have you ever used one of these?
No, it's very nice. All
right. Ooh, that
good.
is looking excellent. And we're gonna do this every 10 to 15 minutes, and we're gonna crank the heat up to 425.
All right.
And then until it has a nice kind of caramelized and crisp top. So try to get the glaze into all the little wedges or spaces. There we go.
Smells good.
I know, it does smell really good.
Why don't you grab the door?
Here we go. This is a two-man operation.
All right.
All right, we are back, and we are now going to make one of the non-alcoholic cocktails.
Awesome.
So are you a fan of the Shandy, non-alcoholic Shandy?
I am a fan of the Shandy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. And so we, Anna, who does recipe development, you want to come in and wave? And all of our food styling, she developed this recipe using apple cider, so it's like a mulled cider. So you want to pour the cider in.
Yeah.
Now, the next one is you have to take the oranges, and my mom used to do these at Christmas, where you'd stick the cloves in. She just did it for like decoration and kind of like an aromatic in the house. But she would like sit us down at the table and be like, okay, put a bunch of cloves in the oranges. But this is a clever way to infuse the apple cider with clove and orange, and then you can just pull the oranges out without having to fish out the like tiny little cloves.
Right. I should have made a face.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Mine looks a little bit like a mouse or a bear or something. I don't know. Okay, there we go.
Cinnamon sticks in?
Cinnamon sticks in.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna simmer that for a little bit, infuse it, strain it, cool it, and then we're gonna make our drinks. What other brews do you do at like the sort of November, December holiday time?
Yeah, I mean, we've done things with marshmallow flavors.
Whoa,
We've done things
okay.
with graham crackers. Things with coffee go well. Generally in the malty, kind of richer area is
Yeah.
where we tend to go for the holidays.
Yeah, which a lot of people love. And but we were kind of trying to like counter program against that because we wanted something that was like, that would go with the food and not feel like it was something you might want to drink separate.
Totally, yeah.
And so hopefully this will kind of like add a nice kind of breadth to
Oh,
your
yeah.
repertoire of holiday brews.
Absolutely.
And so what can you tell us, like what's involved in a wit style beer?
Yeah, wit historically was speaking to the yeast and the name of the yeast. It wasn't
Oh.
necessarily wheat.
Ah.
So wheat is often a component within wit beers, but
Okay.
wit yeast has certain characteristics. They're very estery. There's sometimes banana, fruity, tropical flavors that come from the yeast.
Okay, so for those of us who don't know what estery means, can you describe what
Just
an
think
estery?
of like aromas, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like fruit esters,
I see.
fruit aromas.
Okay.
So you can kind of use that interchangeably. And so a lot of it's the yeast character that we're enjoying, but wit beers also usually have some sort of citrus and some sort of spice. And
Okay.
so this is unique in the sense that we've got Meyer lemon,
Yeah.
which is pretty specific. And
I love.
Yeah, I love Meyer lemon, sweet, zesty, really dynamic. And then we've got the grains of paradise, which some people use. Some people also use coriander. Some people use lime for the citrus.
Ah.
So I think we've got a unique combination.
Was there a functional reason for adding this like citrus and pepper? Was it like for preservative reasons or anything else, or was it just simply for flavor?
I think just a culinary delight.
All right, culinary delight. I like that.
I think rounding out the portfolio, everybody always had, they had their IPAs, they had their porters, they had their light brews, they had all those things.
Yeah.
And so this is just something else that can live at the table.
Awesome. Okay, this looks like it's just about simmering. So we're gonna let it simmer for about 20 minutes,
All right.
and then we're gonna let it cool because we don't want it going into our cocktail hot. It's gonna melt all the ice. And then you can strain it, or you can just pluck out the big aromatics. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, it is time to finish the cider shandy.
All right.
So, okay, we need to put ice into these snazzy glasses.
All right.
There we go.
How much ice do you like?
I think a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Very pretty autumnal color. Half a Host and Toast.
Awesome.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. That's nice.
Looks good.
Okay. All right, and then
A dash.
a dash. Oh, let me give it a little quick stir.
All right. All right.
There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's great.
So good. Okay, I think it's time to take the ham out.
All right.
You got that?
I can do that.
Okay. So now we're gonna make our biscuit sandwiches.
So-
Oh my God, your company's grown so much.
Yeah. We launched commercially in May of 2018.
How can you describe the size of your brewery in like terms that a regular person would understand?
So we're one of the 10 largest craft brewers in the country at this point.
Oh wow.
We've got 2 of the largest facilities on either coast of the country, and putting out more volume than most craft brewers total.
So how many cans a day do you make?
So in terms of production, we go by barrels.
Barrels.
And so
okay.
when we first started in 2017, we were doing, on a good day, like 20 barrels a day. And nowadays, at one of our facilities, we'll do about 1,400 barrels a day.
Oh my God. Wow.
So
That's
a fair amount of growth.
That's a lot of brew.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm just splitting the thing, and these are super nice, flaky, buttery biscuits.
They are.
And then we're gonna get a little ham. You wanna
I can
pull
do that.
some ham off for us? There we go.
All right, ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Which side?
What? Let's do that bottom side. There we go.
All right.
Thank you. Or wait, actually, maybe that is the top. I don't know. No, that's the bottom.
All right.
Awesome. And yeah, I like a biscuit sandwich with the ham kind of hanging off there like that. That's great. Thank you.
Of course.
And
There we
So
go.
we didn't make the biscuit recipe, but it's going to be on food52.com, and as will the ham and the cocktail and this other one that we're going to show you. So we just did a bunch of recipes that go really well with the Host and Toast brew, and so we feel like this is like a great recipe for a party. And if you need to, you can double the biscuit recipe if you've got a big group coming. And I'm going to do some grainy mustard.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, love some mustard.
Yeah. Can I put some on yours?
Absolutely. Thank
Okay. I'm gonna put it on your. There we go. Do you want some mayonnaise?
you. Yeah, do a little mayonnaise.
Okay. All right. You're doing it up. Okay. All right. Oop. And there we go. Pretty much an ideal work lunch, if you ask me.
Eating on camera.
Yep. Here we go.
All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Right.
Very good.
Crunchy, party.
Salty, sweet, aromatic.
Well, you definitely get like you can taste the citrus through the sweetness.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it pairs really nicely with this. This is refreshing to that salty, rich.
Yes.
This is delicious.
Yeah, kind of like cuts through. Cheers to a great partnership. Cheers to helping people celebrate the holidays. Thanks
Absolutely.
for coming in.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
And so if you want to find Host and Toast, go to athleticbrewing.com and you can order it. Try some of their other brews as well. And if you want to find the recipes, which I hope you'll do, come to food52.com. All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks
Happy
for having us.
holidays.
Happy holidays.